It's a familiar scenario. Your dog lurches forward, so you shorten the lead, but then they keep on pulling, so you tighten the lead more, but then oh my goodness, whoa. It's a vicious cycle. Could the length of your dog's lead be a key ingredient in stress-free walks? Is your dog even ready for a different length lead yet? Because not all of them are. And how do you make the transition safely? That's what we're diving into in today's show. Hi, it's Katie, dog fanatic, coffee addict, and your guide to stress-free dog walks. If your dog pulls on the lead, barks, lunges, ignores your recall, or wants to say hello to everyone and everything, you're in the right place. There are such simple things you can do to make your dog calm down, listen to you, and behave like a superstar. Nothing will boost your confidence quicker so that you can enjoy relaxing walks with a dog you're proud of. Welcome to Stress-Free Dog Walks. Hello, great to have you here again. Welcome back. Today we're talking about how the length of your dog's lead could be affecting their behaviour. But do you know why they're pulling, barking, lunging, or ignoring you in the first place? Because if not, I can help you find the answer in just 5 minutes with my free diagnostic quiz. Just answer 15 multiple choice questions and receive a free personalised report to discover exactly why your dog is pulling, barking, or lunging. You'll find the link to the assessment down there in the show notes. It's completely free, just takes a few minutes, and it could be your first step towards calmer, stress-free walks with a well-behaved dog you're proud of. The barking and lunging has started. Loud, frantic, uncontrollable. You scramble to pull their lead in and you stand as solid as you possibly can, engaging your centre of gravity so that you can hang on tight. Or maybe it's the non-stop, relentless pulling from the second that you leave the house. And a passerby mutters something under their breath, who's walking who? And you feel like a failure. It's horrible. Feeling out of control on walks, the fear of being pulled over and hitting the pavement hard, the pain of that, twisted ankles, grazed knees, bruised elbows, sprained wrist, and then you think, oh my goodness, if all of that happens to me, who's going to walk my dog? Who's going to make sure my dog gets enough exercise? Maybe it's just you and them, and so there's no one else to help you out with walks. So will their behavior get worse when they're not being taken out for a walk every day? And on and on and on with the doom spiral of worst case scenario thoughts. And then what if you let go of the lead entirely? Will your dog just leave you in the dirt? Will they be off causing trouble somewhere? Will they be a public menace? Will you be worried about other dogs and possibly even people's safety? And how guilty you would feel if they frightened or injured someone. The shame you would feel in your neighbourhood. Will you be paid a visit by the dog warden or the police? Will you have your dog taken off you? Oh my word, the doom spiral is real, and can you tell that I've actually been there countless times with my rescue dog Lau, and it's not nice at all. But that's where our thoughts go when we fear losing control of the lead. And nobody wants to look out of control, to look incompetent, like you don't know what you're doing. The judgmental stares, the snarky comments, who's walking who, he's taking you for a walk, that just make you feel utterly useless. So yes, of course we want to feel in control, which is why when we feel that sense of control being threatened because our dog is pulling faster than we can walk, or they suddenly lunge towards something, another dog, a person, wildlife, whatever it is, our instinct is to hold on tight and shorten the lead, to physically stop the pulling and give yourself control. And it does make sense. When your dog jerks forward, you're pulled off balance, so your instinct kicks in. Shorten the lead, bring them in closer, and regain that sense of control. It's physics. It's physically easier to resist their pull and to decrease their mechanical advantage and give yourself more control over their movement so that you can regain stability if you have a short lead. And in the moment, it works. You feel more stable. The pulling feels less intense and more manageable. But here's the catch. The short lead can exacerbate the very problem it's meant to solve, pulling. because short leads restrict your dog's natural movement, which leads to a buildup of tension and frustration. And that frustration usually manifests as pulling, lunging, or barking. And so the short lead is actually increasing reactivity rather than reducing it. The tighter the lead, the more pressure your dog feels, which can make them feel more determined to move away from you and create a battle of opposing forces. If someone was holding onto you tightly so that you couldn't move, chances are your instincts would be to pull away from them. Imagine walking through a busy city with someone grabbing onto the back of your jacket the whole time really tightly. Like, God, it would be so annoying. I'd be like, can you just get the hell off me, please? You can't stop to look in a shop window without that sudden jerk. You can't move away from someone who looks weird or dangerous. And even if nothing scary happens, that tension keeps you in a low-level stress state. There is also this whole other discussion that we could have about the physical damage that short leads attached to collars can do to a dog's body. But for today, we'll stick to how it impacts their behaviour. Although if a dog is feeling physically uncomfortable or in pain due to the equipment that they're being walked on, or for any other reason come to that, it will affect their behaviour. Underlying undiagnosed pain is one of the biggest factors influencing dogs' difficult behaviours. We'll come back to that in another episode. But as well as the frustration that a short lead causes and the suppression of your dog's natural calming behaviours, if you are constantly anticipating your dog pulling or lunging when you spot a trigger, which is, another dog or a person, whatever it is. And so in response to that, you tighten up the lead to prepare yourself. You're teaching your dog that a tight lead signals that something is wrong, and you're creating this feedback loop. So while the physics of making the short lead does feel like control, the behavioural impact can be more pulling, barking and lunging, which paradoxically reduces your control. The solution? Well, if short leads are the problem, it would make sense, wouldn't it, to simply switch to a longer lead. But it's not that simple. A longer lead is a crucial ingredient in loose lead, stress-free walks, but many dog owners worry that they will have less control. And honestly, that is a valid concern. Lead burn, broken fingers, tripping up passers-by, just some of the injuries and accidents we've seen from long lines. I don't recommend that everyone suddenly switch to a long line on your very next walk, because many dogs are simply not ready for it yet, and your worst out of control nightmares could come true. Some dogs, it works like magic. Switch the lead and the pulling soon stops because they realize that they don't need to pull to access interesting scents. And reactive dogs realize that they have control over their own movements, so they start to make good choices, such as moving away from triggers rather than lunging towards them. Of course, if your dog is currently ignoring you on a short lead, they will likely ignore you a zillion times worse on a longer line. So absolutely fundamental to this process is having a toolkit of fast, focused techniques that your dog already knows and can respond to almost without thinking, so that you never get into that situation where they are dragging you off on a longer lead. Club Dogwood, this is where your distraction defeaters come in. Okay. So yes, some dogs will be fine with a straight switch. For others, transition into a longer lead is a process. If you think that you are ready for a longer line, Club Dogwood will give you personalised advice on this, and you have the full step-by-step training as well on safe line handling inside your video library. A general outline to introducing a longer line is, first of all, choose a longer lead that you're comfortable with. And in the next episode, I'll give you my top recommendation, including the lead length. A long line should always be attached to a harness, not a collar or a head collar, or you're going to risk neck injury. And it should be attached to the back of the harness, not the front, because long-term use of the front clip can also cause damage. Then practice handling it while it's not attached to your dog at first. Find a helper, and kids are great for this, to hold onto the end of the lead lead and just walk around with it so you get used to how it feels in your hands, reeling it in, letting it out, but with some movement. Then, in the garden if you have one, or in a very quiet area on your walk, clip it to your dog's harness and then do a familiar activity such as a simple find it game. What this does is it allows you to practice your handling while your dog is not actually on the move. They're relatively static. They're busy finding whatever it is that you've hidden, so they're not going to suddenly drag you off. Then just walk a little with it on, not for the whole route even, just choose one little stretch at first, somewhere where you feel confident, take both leads with you, and then just gradually build up from there. This is about building your skills and your confidence. Your confidence is absolutely paramount in this process. You need to be sure at each stage or it will end in rope burn, grazed knees, and wounded pride. So that short lead could be making your dog's pulling, barking, and lunging worse. And a longer lead might just be a key ingredient in your stress-free dog walks recipe. But is there such a thing as the perfect length lead? I actually think there is, and I'll be revealing my personal preference and what I see working best for the majority of my clients in the very next episode. So don't disappear off into a Google research rabbit hole just yet. Not that you would do that, of course. All right, I'll see you next time. I'd love to hear how you implement what we discussed today. I'm Katie Guastapaglia, and you can connect with me on Instagram at Dogwood Adventure Play or inside Club Dogwood. You'll find show notes and any links I mentioned over at stressfreedogwalks.com. Remember, no one piece of advice will magically fix your dog. You'll get the best results when you combine what we talked about today with the low stress Scentventure lifestyle. Advice and opinions are our own. I am a dog training and behaviour specialist, but I may not be your dog training and behaviour specialist, so do your own research before implementing anything you hear on the show. If you found this episode helpful, please share it with another dog owner who could use a dose of calm and confidence in their lives too. Sharing is the best way to make the world a better place for the dogs we love so much. Oh, wait. Before you go, I would love to send you a copy of my Calm Canine Blueprint completely free as a gift. All you have to do is like this video, subscribe to the channel, and comment Calm Canine below, because it really helps other dog owners find the support that they need too. The blueprint is my 10-page plan where I'll give you the big picture of everything that's needed to create a calm, relaxed dog. So if you're wondering, yes, I would love to have a chill dog who listens to me, but where do I even start? Well, this is it. This is where you start. It also includes a soothing, calming audio track for you and your dog to listen to together. And so it's ideal for winding down after a stressful day, a difficult walk, or preparing your dog to switch off for the evening. When you're calm, your dog naturally mirrors your energy. It's one of our best audios, but I will unlock access for you for free, along with the entire blueprint. I know, crazy, I know. So just like this video, subscribe to the channel, and comment Calm Canine below. Take a screenshot of your comment and then head over to stressfreedogwalks.com/comment to upload it. And then I'll send you the Calm Canine Blueprint and audio track free. Again, head over to stressfreedogwalks.com/comment to upload your screenshot and get access. Thanks so much for all your support, and I can't wait to hear how the show has helped you.